welcome back to the channel, people. As you see, I just jumped into a trade, needed a second just to make sure everything was right. I'll explain to you why I'm in this trade in a second. I just need to gather my thoughts and get everything sorted, get my stop loss in and all that, and let you know what I'm doing. So give me a second. All right. So yesterday I wasn't here, but I did keep an eye on the markets and I did take a trade. Let me just get my stop loss in before I get myself in trouble. 39.74.95. Okay. Makes sense. TP. Okay, so I wasn't able to stream yesterday, but I was trading yesterday. So yesterday I actually took a loss off stream on Monday. So yesterday I did a lot of work behind the scenes to get it back. Not my best work. I did actually get it all back and I did get back in profit, but not my best behavior. So a lot of things are changing. So my approach to trading, the way I take my trades, my environment and stuff like that, all of these things are going to be changing starting today. So the first thing I've done today is actually use less size on this trade. So I'm risk off now. I had a very big day yesterday and typically I lose the following day. And I'm not trying to have that happen at all. I really had a mentality check yesterday, really analyzed what I was doing and looked at my behavior. And the key thing that was hurting my trading, especially off stream, was trading on my mobile. So all these impulsive behaviors I have, trading on my mobile, it's gone. Well, it's not gone. I'm working on it now. And one of the ways I'm working on it is actually by deleting my Meta5 Trader app. So no longer on Meta5 Trader, so I can't take trades outside of the stream. Only in front of my laptop stays down here. So the effort that I require to come down to put the laptop on and all sorts is enough to actually stop me from over trading. So I know, like, I could have a good day and I have an impulsive moment where I want to check what's going on in the market, check my phone. It's very easy to access, very easy to place a trade. I'm in a trade, anxiety kicks in. It could be a winning trade, but the anxiety kicks in. I know I shouldn't be there, so start panicking, get out of the trade, lose the trade, see price move in my direction, get back, and that's a horrible cycle. So I'm not trying to do that anymore. So I'm gonna try to be more professional, clock in, clock out, 1 or 2 hours a day. If there's nothing in the market, I don't see anything, I don't trade. If there is something, I take the trade within the streaming session, and that's it. That's my new approach, people. So you're going to see more of me potentially, because the only time I can trade is down here, and I might as well stream it with you guys. So probably more trades in the future, more streaming sessions in the future, and be more consistent. That's the plan. So that being said, I am in gold now. The reason I'm in gold, if you followed what was going on Monday, actually it all happened. Well, Monday I said it was bearish, it was selling off. Okay, so we had some moves there. What happened yesterday is gold pushed down further. As it was going down, I did get into a trade. I did post there. I did show you guys where my entry was. I think my entry was just here where it broke. And as it was pushing down, what I tend to do is look for a destination. So if you zoom out, I'll show you where my destination was. And when it did get there, I actually tried to scalp it a few times down there. When it did get there, I then started to buy it as well. So I did it too much yesterday. I could have made it a lot simpler, but the read was right. And today currently looks like a continuation of what happened yesterday. So just this demand zone there. So from this high here to this low, that zone, this one was the one that it could have went from. So when it came down here, you saw it sat around there. I was buying this. It didn't move from there, right? Broke through there. So where's it going to the next one? So this is a flag and pole formation. That's why I pay attention. You may have heard me say it a few times, flag pole. I pay attention to it for a reason. It makes a lot of sense. So price pulled back into this zone where it broke out and continued this bullish run. So as it tagged in, I was in from down there. I was. Trust me, I was. I could show you, but there's a whole lot of mess down there. I'm not sure if I want to show you how chaotic yesterday was, but I was in from down here. I was in selling it to get down there. Then when it got there, I was buying this. I think I bought it earlier, actually, before it got down, held it, took the drawdown, came up, exited some, closed, exited the buys, did some sells, got out there and called it a day. Did a sell there that was risky, and I called it a day because I was doing way too much. So makes sense. Coming from that demand zone is bullish now, potentially. So it could push further up. And we're going to see. This here could be where it stops. This could be the resistance. I assume the first resistance point will be here. This previous low. Okay. So that's where it touched Asian session there and it pushed down. But it's pushed past there. So maybe it wants a little bit more. Maybe it holds here and London session, which starts in about 11 minutes, decides to push it down. We're going to see what happens. But my approach is now to, well, it's been for the last few weeks and it's really served me well. Trade with the trend. And if the trend doesn't hold, then look for the opposite direction kind of thing. The trend currently is down, but it's come from my demand on a higher trend, higher time frame on the daily, and it's pushing up, right? And it's currently trending up. So this last 2 days, today and yesterday, it's currently trending up. If it breaks this high, it's a confirmation it's trending up. So that's what we're looking to see. If we could get TP breaks this high, I will try exit there. It makes sense for it to take the previous daily high. Don't know how far it's going to go. There's a lot of points it could turn around and be sold again. Don't know if the bull rush is over. This gold rush, you know, it's been very bullish this last few weeks. Don't know if it's over, but we've got a lot of resistance points here. So this daily here, this is where it was struggling to break through. It's coming back towards there. It's currently a few pips away, a few points away from there. So that's why I got that marked out. And that's at 40,002.93. That should be a TP, to be honest, when it pushes into there. Let's see what that looks like in terms of dollars. It's about $160. If I had a lot more size on this, I would definitely take TP from there. But because I've reduced my risk, I'm not going to take TP from there. I'm going to see if it pushes a little bit more. Try get 0.5. Yeah, try get 0.5 on this trade. And if it does, great. I'm risking $388. So that's where I want to be. I actually want to only risk 210 for this trade, but right now $388. And I'm gonna see what happens in London session. Hopefully London session doesn't pull it all the way back, which it could. It could pull it all the way back to this zone here, but I'm underneath that zone, so we're gonna see if it respects it or not. The reason I got in here is because we had the break of the candle here. So we had a pole, flag, broke that candle, so it should push up from here. It could decide to come down further to be bought from here, which is the risk, but I'm happy to take that because I don't want to miss it, right? So within my trading session, I'm looking for the trade. That was the entry. I'm taking it. I know some people probably screaming in the background, move your stop loss to here. But for me, it's too early to do that. I'm keeping it down here, which is also the H1 low. You know, I prefer H1 low when I'm trading with the trend. So, or H1 high, that's what price needs to respect. None of this intermediate stuff. I need the big boys, the big price action to be respected. And if you go on H1 and look at gold, speaking about gold, not sure about the others, you can see why. Trend down here, H1 low, H1 high, sorry, H1 high, H1 high. Here, it broke it right there. Right there. Right there, it broke it. And then it used it here and pushes off. If that is not value for you people, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. So if you find that useful, if you were not familiar with that, hit the like button, support the channel and all that good stuff. I like sharing information that helps me, and if it helps you, great. Let me know if it's useful, and I keep on trying to share with you any useful tips I do have. So I'm in the trade, and we're gonna wait now 7 minutes to London session. We're gonna see what happens with that new H1 candle. It could pull back before it goes off. I would not be surprised if it pulls back all the way to take me out. Maybe this flag, because for the downtrend from this low to this high, this flag that push it out is in play. That will then drive it further. Maybe try to get underneath here. Maybe Asian session lows. Who knows? And that will be the second and last trade for the day if I do decide to take it. It depends what price action I see before it takes that low though as well. Okay, so that's the plan. That's the plan going forward. That's the plan for this session, this trade, everything. And I think I have one more announcement. Yeah, I just wanted to show you one more thing. So in my mind, it's where I'm sitting on account is about 4%. In my mind, I want to hit 10%. Right? I want to hit 10%. Just because that's the objective. That's the kind of person I am. Now, what I'm realizing that this is what they want. This is how they make the money. Put that carrot in front of you and make you chase it. I'm not doing that. This is $4,000. I just have to actually not trade for the next 5-6 days, and I could take all that $4,000 out. But because for the sake of routine and habits and stuff like that, and I'm not letting fear get to me, I'm just gonna trade cautiously until that time comes and then make my withdrawal next week. So I will be taking some profits next week. What would be good if I could end this week with another $1,000 or $800 to round this up to $5,000, and then I could take the 5K out next week, and that's a plan. And then I have 5% more to make, and when I make that 5%, I'll get the new account. So that's essentially what I'm trying to do. I don't need to do what they want me to. So that's the plan. Risk off now. Just trying to round it up to 5,000 and make a withdrawal next week. That's the plan. Focus. I'm zoned in. I'm here. Focus. That's the plan. All right, let me just check on you guys. My little rant over. Okay, so we've got that little breakout now. Let's see how much we could get from it. Still not moving my stop loss. It's too early. It's too early. Do need to clean up my charts a little bit, so make sure certain key price points are not distracting me, and the ones that are no longer relevant. So let's go to H1 and zoom out. Good. So the first one approaching, that's the key one. Then there's another one at 40.44. Be great if price could get back to 40.44. Don't see why not. It's kind of continuing what's going on the higher time frame. So if it does decide to stay bullish, no reason it can't get to 40.44. So I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna see how bullish price wants to be today. You can see on the daily, clean bullish run, broke the structure here, bearish run into the demand here, and that's where it's pushing off from. So I would expect it to try get yesterday's previous high, yeah, this high, which is where my stop loss is, well, my TP is. If it breaks that, maybe there's an argument for it to be bullish, but it's too early until it gets to 40.44. So that should be a good place to exit if you're still holding it. I won't be still holding it. I'm not trying to be greedy at all. So at 40.44, if it does get there, that'll be a key price point to see whether it pushes through to continue its bullish run, or pushes down to start a considerable bearish run. Read an article yesterday, apparently a bearish run is due, but they said the end of 2026. I mean, that's just like predicting that the sun's going to rise tomorrow kind of thing. So I don't know if there's any legs in that theory, so I'm not going to focus on that too much. I'm just going to focus on price point here, 40.02. I think it gets there at least. Let's see what that looks like again for me. That's 157, not enough. And it's so close to the previous daily high, I might as well go for the previous daily high. I'm gonna hold it. Maybe London session, which starts in 1 minute. That H1 candle wants to push it to 40.44. Stop loss is okay, risk is okay. Might be sitting here for a minute or two, well, an hour or so, but it's fine. This is the only trade that I'm doing. I might as well enjoy it. Sit here. When I'm done, I'm done. Okay. So where we now price wise, just shy of 40.02. If I had size on it, I would exit at 40.02, but I'm gonna wait. I expect a reaction for there. There's an imbalance here, I think, as well. Yeah, we could do that. Let's check. Previous day. Yeah. No, well, no. There's no inefficiency that needed to get filled and react to. It's probably just reacting to that previous daily high. This is the key price point at 40.02, and that's what's reacting to now. No reason it doesn't blow through this and maybe goes for that high. So no reason, but if it chooses to hold there, makes sense as well, because it's respecting the daily highs for the downtrend, and that's what we're trying to find out, if it's respecting it or not. If it breaks through this, maybe I should aim for more, maybe take some profits, leave a runner. I might do that. That makes sense. I'm gonna put my target for 40.44, but I'll take partials at somewhere up here at 0.5. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so London session started. 1 minute into London session. Let's see if there's gonna be some legs here and take this high. And let me just mark that out. And that high is 40.19. Let's see how it goes. Decent win, 0.2. Shy of 0.2. Decent win. Could just take that and be satisfied actually. But maybe there's more to it. Let's see what London wants to do. Could expect a pullback here. Key price point, could expect a pullback. Or it could just run straight through. Could guess which one I'm hoping it does. This is a reversal based on a higher time frame. Could go through there. If he really wants to be bullish, it needs to go through there. So 14.19, still risking. Okay, I think I could move my stop loss a bit. I want to risk 210. No, too early. Need to give it space. Go risk 0.3. Be very annoyed if it comes all the way back, but that's the risk. If you want to hold it, try to get a little bit more. So far, so good. There's nothing here that's worrying me too much that will get like a knee-jerk reaction in price. If it is bullish, it should take this 40.19. And so far, so good. This is a decent win, considering taking it here and not even contemplating whether it gets there or not. That's the easiest thing to do. 0.5 on the count. No, shy of 0.5. But be 4.5 up. Maybe a wait. Okay, definitely good decision to wait. Looks like it's getting aggressive now. Let's wait it out and see what happens. 2.5, not enough. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Makes sense to target 40.44. This price point of 4002 has been visited already. Well, not really actually, but it was used here. Should react there, but so far it seems to be holding. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, it's about to react. We'll see. But it makes sense if this is coming from the higher time frame and this is the previous high and it's bullish, it should take this first. So let's see. It can react before that, but hopefully it just takes this and I can exit some of my position, leave the runner. That's what I would like. If it doesn't, it makes sense as well. The price is still, the read is still right. Price is still do what it's supposed to do. It's just whether it's going to be aggressive and go through this previous daily high. Reversal here, it should go through it. Worth the wait, I guess. Okay. No reason to get out on the lower time frame. Can't see any arguments as of yet. If this sticks around here and the next H1 candle comes and breaks this low, that's when I'll be looking to get out. But this is moving quite aggressively in this zone. It's not slowing down, which is what I would expect if it was to try and pull back down. Just slow down here and then break the H1 low that's been created, and then it could come back down. But so far it's moving somewhat aggressively because I would expect it to pull back here. Broke out and there's no pullback. There was no pullback here. There's a small pullback by then going to here. So I'd expect this to pull back into here. To 39.98. I would expect that. Or it can now use 40.02 as support to go off again. But I'd expect some kind of pullback. It hasn't done it yet. Therefore, it's a bit aggressive. That's a good sign. But if it does it, it's not something I should worry too much about. It's supposed to do. It's meant to pull back here before it goes again. As I speak, it may be happening. When I first started trading, came in here with the objective of just making like 100 a day. Sitting on 266, half of me really wants to just take that. But my experience size says hold it and see. Yeah, I'm gonna let experience run. If it wants to take me out, it needs to come down here and break some H1 lows anyway. So go let price do what it needs to do. This is what I need to be: disciplined and patient. Been disciplined so far, need to be patient now. Zero 0.3. I think worst case scenario and lose the 200. Yeah. Worst case scenario, lose 200. Reducing my risk now. 210. If it comes back, it should react within this zone. It doesn't seem to need this zone. It should react in this zone. Probably could move to break even soon as well, to be honest. But I'll give it space. Just anticipating a pullback. And I'm okay losing 210. That's the intention I came with today, to lose 210 if I need to take a loss. So still waiting. I could have taken this win, but I'm waiting, so I need to risk something. Let's see. Okay, it's now slowing down. Let's see if it creates a flag here. We just push it straight. Maybe M1 is a better indicator of what's going on. Maybe it comes back to 40.02, pushes off again. Maybe it holds here and just drives up. And he needs a minute or two to see if it breaks this high. And if it does, cool. If not, don't know. Come down here, pull up, and then push down further back to my entry. May take some size off. 125, not much. Alright, I'm gonna take some size off. I'm gonna take it here. That's fine. Don't need too much. It can now pull all the way back to my entry. I don't want to sit here and watch that, then see it go back and forth before it moves at all. So I'm happy with that 0.2 win. Yeah, 0.2. It's what I really wanted anyway. Actually, what I want is 0.5, but maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Don't need to sit here and fight and wait to see. Could wait and see if I'm right from here. So I'm going to have a quick look at what's going on the rest of the market. EURUSD. Had a look at yesterday. EURUSD was messing around again. From here, it was looking like it's going up, shot all the way down. From here, it looks like it's going up, shot all the way down. So it looks like finally it's coming down. I did say I'm wrong when it takes this high. And it did break some of the previous daily highs and now shooting down. So maybe today it drives all the way down, comes down here where it's supposed to be. Yeah, GU's not playing about. GU's already gone through. So EURUSD is a sell. Just moving very, very slowly. Maybe I want that. Yeah, there's a sell there. I'm going to take some on Euro. How much do I want on it? Okay, that's reduced. But yeah, I'm gonna sell EURUSD. And let's see if I could get my stop loss in a reasonable place. Let's see what's going on the daily for the stop loss. Okay, so this high, previous daily high, maybe a good shout. 1668.8. Makes sense. I'll be out way before that. It comes up there. 16. What did I call that at? 1668. So on the daily, it was creating higher lows and higher highs, and here's just about to break the previous day's low. So bearish now. So we're gonna see how far it pushes. GU's already gone all the way through. All the way through. GU's already gone. Okay, this is a mess. Euro may be a longer play as it's been the last few weeks. So I could expect some back and forth and some drawdown before it gets moving. But the read is right. I've been trying to sell it for a while. I might have to hold this, set TP and hold this off stream. Won't take any active trades off stream, but I will exit positions kind of thing. So I'm gonna see what happens with that. Trade levels. Probably risking too much, risking 2%. Not a fan of that. Definitely gonna reduce that as soon as I can. This is like a reversal attempt and it failed. So I expect it to drive down now. That's why I entered there quite aggressively. And maybe go for this previous daily low. Okay. That's definitely risking too much. I may just half that position when I get back into profit. Risk maybe 1% to try to get the drive down. And this is going to be a longer wait. Let's see what happened with gold. Yeah, gold is slowed down in this supply zone. I'm okay that I'm out. Don't know what's going to happen here. It's slowed down. I was hoping it just stays bullish and breaks through, but slow down. So slow down within a supply zone. Maybe comes back for this H1 low, which would have taken me out anyway. Makes sense as a key price point. I'll keep an eye on it. If it breaks the previous day's high, maybe it's bullish then. Maybe there's a trend and second opportunity to get in to try to take it to 40, 44. We'll see. All right. So GU, yep, bearish. Sold off aggressively, came back up. Check I'm still streaming. Okay, cool. Sold off aggressively, came back up and just flagged down, just broke through the zone. And it's broken those lows again. This is the equivalent low on EURUSD. Whereas when it sold off yesterday, it pulled up and it's gone all the way down to this point. EURUSD just sticking around. So it's a bit annoying that it's not moving. The read is right, it's just not moving. I did say I was going to stay away from it, but today, hopefully is the day. Let me check news. Hopefully it's not waiting around for a major news catalyst. Okay, yeah, there's major news in the evening. Interest rates in US. But nothing within the London session that should affect it. Maybe it's just being slow because that's what it does. One of these days it's actually going to move. Maybe I did say I shouldn't touch it. I don't know why I did it again. It's just I just know that it's coming down. It just won't do it. Don't know why it's so slow. I said I shouldn't touch it because it's so slow. But look at this. This is pole flag. It should be just going through. Can we get some volume, please? Equal lows here. That's good. High time frame says you're going down. Low time frame says you're going down. Come on, let's just move it. Patience. So it's got under the previous daily low, created equal lows here after creating a potential reversal attempt, failed, was failing because it's created the equal lows. So essentially, if you read it this way now, it's pull, flag, and it should pull out. Maybe it needs this whole H1 candle to be printed to get down there. Maybe it's the next H1 candle that drives it all the way through. Gonna see. I'll give it its time. Just needed to come back into profit so I could reduce my risk. Okay, so bullish FTSE. Makes sense why GU's gone already. FTSE's been on a strong uptrend recently. Maybe I should keep an eye on that. Just took another high. Could pull back to use as support. Yep. Expect it to pull back here to use it as support to continue pushing up further. So you can expect GU maybe to keep going. GU's got a nice downtrend going. Potential entry when it breaks this low to continue that downtrend. So pole flag maybe breaks that low, continues the downtrend. It's very slow though. It's very slow, tight trend it's got. It's not aggressive, not convincing. Need a tight stop loss to manage it. Let's check DAX, that's the main thing. Okay, so FTSE's going bullish. DAX, I need you to do the same thing. That puts pressure on Euro to go down. DAX has been sitting here consolidating. Okay, so at this price point, 24.36.3, it's been here for a while. As you can see, maybe today it goes through, it breaks through. FTSE's already gone, maybe today it breaks through. This is good though. This is a typical reversal pattern. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, inverse head and shoulders. But it's been here within that range for a while. It needs to break this. It's heading towards the top again. We're going to see what happens when it gets to that price point. For my Euro trade, I need it to obviously break through and then aim back up here. That explains why Euro has been so slow. DAX has not really been moving. Okay, still going very slow. Maybe a long one, this one. Okay, so it's filled the gap completely. Cool. It's free to go. It just needs to move. Everything I'm reading indicates that Euro's a sell. Okay, it should have stayed in gold. Gold is actually moving. It pulled back, respected the previous one. Very bullish still. Should have stayed in gold. Just break the structure, should push through. And that daily high is the target. Made 0.2, could have made 0.5. Should have stayed in gold. Right. All right, so it looks like it's euro for the win. Maybe here for a while. Euro's been moving very slow. Every time I get in, it seems to slow down. So we've still got 30 minutes to this candle, but it's not moving at all. And I don't really want to sit in front of the screen waiting for Euro USD. So I think I'm going to call it there, people. Short streaming session today. And I'll be back tomorrow. London session, most likely. And yeah, we keep it going. Give you an update on how this plays out, if I decide to stay in or leave it. But I'm trying to get it back down, obviously. Take some size off and let it run. That's the plan with Euro USD traders. Let you know how it plays out tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to sign up for now. This is Patrick. Until next time. Peace.